Let me shut up and go through this. Well, good news. This is actually really helpful. And we bought it. Which means we can finally give Mission a different weapon. 4 to 11. Not bad. There you go. Look at that. Very cool. I like it. We're saving. We've sold... Alright, so now we go back to the camp. And we hope and we pray that maybe we'll have a chance to get the chieftain thing. The chieftain staff. I don't know if that'll be an option. But, it would only help us really clear the quest off our list. I mean, who really knows? Maybe we can convince him to just give it to us, you know? You know? I mean, we gotta convince him to release a bunch of prisoners anyways. Jawas, the, Griff, if they have them. That's basically it. And we gotta find the crate dragons. It's a whole heck of a lot to do, boys. We got a lot to do. We are on, quite a quest.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. Good hunt.
Yeah, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s a good show. I think it's good. But yeah, the weight of the show is kind of waned. It doesn't feel as meaningful as it once did. It feels like it's kind of been written out of the lore entirely. I don't think it's even the... Is it called the Dark Hole? The book? I believe they actually used it in WandaVision. Like Agatha had this book. But it was used in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. So it was its kind of first appearance, I guess. I don't know if both are canon or just one of them, or if anybody even gives a shit anymore. I feel like it's probably the latter. I feel like nobody cares anymore, and that's kind of the big takeaway from this. I don't care anymore. I feel like I used to care, and now I'm like, well, no, nobody else cares, so why should I? Nobody else gives a shit. None of these shows connect, and they never will. But I do kind of appreciate what they're trying to do with the new shows, because those feel very connected to the movies, where they're actually bringing these characters back in a way where they can kind of continue these stories. You know, because are they ever really going to make like a Scarlet Witch movie? I feel like they could. I honestly feel like they could make a Scarlet Witch movie. Like, it wouldn't even be that hard. I think they need the X-Men, though. Maybe do a House of M story. I don't know. It just depends, because there was a good Scarlet Witch comic that I started reading, and I feel like you could adapt this story from that. But it has a lot of like back lore that it relies on. I don't know. It had Agatha in it, actually. She's kind of imperative to the Scarlet Witch lore. And Vision. I don't know if you could do a Vision movie because he's just not that popular character. Like, you have to put people in seats is the thing. And, like, the amount of money that they're spending on these large productions, it's like you gotta make sure people care to watch this thing. And are people gonna go see a Vision movie? I don't know. Regardless of, like, how well you sell it, do people care about that character enough to go see it, you know? And depending on how much the budget is you're gonna spend on it, like, you really gotta have something big with that. But then again, I mean, they made a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movie and it was fucking stellar. So, like, I feel like if you can do that, you can do anything. Like, they made an Ant-Man movie, they made a fucking Doctor Strange. You know, I feel like that if they can do these things, they could make a fucking Vision movie or Scarlet Witch movie if they really wanted to. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is really interesting because it's actually using the actors and the characters. Even though the layers of wrappings, you can tell the Sand People warrior is disgusted by your presence among his people.
Extrapolation. This This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Don't we have the most moisture converters?
Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do.
Epic. Did my game crash? No. I'm surprised this game hasn't crashed yet. I'm like waiting for it, and I wouldn't even be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised if it just crashed. You can read anything of the Sand People Chieftain's emotions. It seems that he is surprised that you have returned.
Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Yes. Deals off unless the attack stops.
Translation. Translation. He says that he has made his offer and there will be no further negotiation, Master. Deliver the evaporators or face death. Shall I blast him now?
I really wanted him to listen. I don't know how many Sand People are going to be in this camp, but at the same time, like, if I take them out, I'll be able to get the staff and save everyone. It'll be like, if I can kill everyone in the camp, it would be maybe an easier solution than trying to, like, diplomat this out. Diplomat? Is that the right word? Diplomacy? Yeah, it is. Diplomacy. Tell him what he has as evaporators. You can have them. You can have them.
Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider.
Oh, well, shit.
They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward.
Well, thank you.
Translation.
That's what I wanted.
The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death. Protocol.
I have a few questions for him.
If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
Ask about the star map.
Translation.
You know?
Translation. He says that what you seek is far from here in the eastern Dune Sea. He will give you a map so you can find your way.
Well, shit, okay.
Translation. His people found it but didn't scavenge it because a crate dragon took up residence in the excavation.
Crate dragon? What is that? How do I pass
Translation. Translation. Your ignorance isn't his concern. He claims there is a hunter that wanders the area sometimes and that you should ask him. Translation. The hunter is a Twi'lek. He will be in the eastern Dune Sea somewhere.
Interesting. Ask about captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
Ask if he knows about the Jawas Aziz told us about.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
Cool. I will then. That was easy. Do you know about Griff?
Translation. Translation. He says that by his very presence, this Griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them.
Yep, that would be Griff.
Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master.
Okay. Let's go back to my other questions.
We should not keep him long. It is an insult to take too much of his time. Unless the plan is to blast him when you are done, of course.
Is that really gonna be a thing?
be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry. Translation.
I'm just gonna leave for now. If what he's saying is true, I don't want to. I would like to save at least.
We are free to leave.
I would like to save at least before I attempt this. Why don't they ever have full health? I don't understand that. But I do want to take a look at this fucking Gaffy that he gave me. 1 to 8. It sucks. It sucks. We're fine. I was like, do I want to keep it as a weapon before I give it off? But no, it's garbage. We don't want it. We want to get rid of it. Don't need it. Sucks ass. But yeah, I'll see.
Query. Protocol.
Tell me the history of your clan.
Translation. Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories.
Ask if we could meet this storyteller.
Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance.
That's kind of fair.
Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales.
And they're storytellers. Could I prove I am a worthy warrior?
Translation. Translation. He doesn't know, Master. His people usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing.
Okay.
Translation.
I know where I can find a great dragon, but I'll ask anyway. Eastern Dune Sea.
Translation. He says there is a dragon in the Eastern Dune Sea that you could sacrifice yourself to. You already have a map to the area. Translation. There is a hunter, a Twi'lek, that is sometimes...
What is a dragon pearl?
Translation. Translation. Stones polished in the gullet of the beast. Apparently they are valuable items.
It tracks. Why are they so hostile to outsiders? Surely that's not an offensive question.
Translation. He says that the fact that you have to ask, this is just one more example of your ignorance as an outsider, Master.
Fair.
He says you are blind.
I guess.
Translation. His people believe they are part of the land, living with it.
They're
you
hippies,
and your kind dare to raise yourself above it. You remove yourself.
Yeah.
Translation. That act of removal makes you an outsider, separate from all that is important. You could never understand how unwelcome you are.
We're all friends here. What do you mean, raise myself above the land? I'm having fun talking to sand people.
Translation. He says that outsiders use machines to convey them and to make their lives easier. This severs a connection with the land. Translation. Connection to the soil must be made through flesh. A sacred animal is the only external tool to be used.
That's why you bargain for vaporators when they are unnatural.
Translation.
This could be offensive.
because outsider interference has forced it upon them.
Uh-huh.
Translation: if your kind had not come here, he would not have to defend their ways or their land.
How does he have contact with the land while completely
Translation.
covered?
Translation: he says that the robes are sacred, Master, and you would not understand. Sand people are never uncovered outside of the most private moments.
Not even in death?
Translation: Translation: never. That is their way, Master. Protocol. Is that wise, Master? They may have assumed that the disguises you used were replicas instead of being taken off their dead.
True. Yeah, good point. Okay, bye.
Translation. Translation.
Did they give me another quest for, yeah, Worthy of History? Bring him a Dragon Pearl. Okay. Alright, well, this was, not intentional. God damn it. This is the first time that I've ever, like, gone in and, like, tried to open something that I probably shouldn't have been able to just steal from. And something bad has happened. Like, I've been punished for it. It has never happened before. So, I just assumed it would be okay. And it's not. So, we're reloading. I don't want to just, after all that goodwill we've built up. Plus, we have another quest that we want to do. There's a lot to achieve here. We don't want to waste it all. So let me redo all of that. Okay, so we will probably not try to steal from the Sand People again. Actually,
Yeah?
here's a thought. What if I stealth?
No one's gonna see this mission.
Okay, well, that didn't work out. Well, I was kind of hoping maybe if I stealthed it would be okay, but it's not, so... we don't need to steal from him. There's no reason to try to steal from him anyways. Just wanted to. Try it, you know? Sometimes you just want to try it. What else can I talk about? I finished the Daredevil 2018 storyline, the first storyline, I think. Basically dealt with Daredevil kind of... He accidentally kills someone by, like, not pulling his punches or paying attention. Like, he's dealing with some, like, emotional issues, and, so he ends up... kind of accidentally killing someone, and that's kind of the whole premise of the thing, is he kind of gives up being Daredevil because he's like, well, I am irresponsible, like I'm I don't deserve this. He loses faith. Daredevil's a very, like, religious guy, so there's this whole, like, identity issue and, like, his relationship with his faith and God and all of that. And he's like, why? What is the plan here? And initially it starts out as you know, I don't know what I was gonna say there. Sand People females. Well, they wear different masks and stuff. Intriguing. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was saying. But he gives it up, and then he tries to, he just kind of gives up, you know? You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of sand. You are from the old city, new. Aziz must have sent your coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. The sand people said you can go. I need to ask you some questions. We'll answer if it leads to freedom. I'm looking for something, a star map. I heard of this. Aziz would know. We scavenge and see many things that Aziz could tell and trade for a rescue. Help us here and then talk to him in the city, old city new. Now please to you of your kind, help us get away from the Gaffy and the whip. Not done asking questions. What do you mean by old city new? City now founded by the group that digs. It is not new to you. We scavenge what came before. It will fall again some days from now, or many days. That is what happens. Now please, to you of your kind, help us get away from the Gaffy and the whip. One more question. Why were you taken captive? I would like to know. Slaves to the people of sand. We work before the whip. We scavenge and they pay with the kid and Gaffy. Trade with your kind so we are weapons. They take what we find so you have less. Please to you of your kind. Yes, okay. They said you can go. Goodbye. There are thanks you must have. The Jawas under Aziz will reward and trade. Find him and you will see. Aziz will wait by the walls of your city that open to the sand. He'll trade fair thank you. I believe they are allowed to go. Hopefully that was fine, and nobody is bothered by that. Here's Griff.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Oh, well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
Sand people said you can go. It really wasn't clear if they said he could go. HK47 kind of made it clear that they're like, it's not really clear if they'll try to stop you or not.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the sand people. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
So is there a reward for rescuing you?
You're kidding, right? Look at me. Do I look like I've got any reward for you?
No.
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits.
I am
just till I
absolutely
get back on
not
my
giving
feet,
you
you
any
know?
credits, bro. You are kind of a deadbeat.
I guess you've been talking to Lena too. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to get by without your credits. I always do. Besides, I've already got a job lined up for me.
That's not true.
Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer.
Oh, okay.
Maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Cool. Bye. I'm glad they have no problem with me releasing all their prisoners. I'm glad. You know, I said I'm glad. I'm glad. That's it, I guess. Chieftain's room, the captives. We're good. Let's leave. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here any longer. This place freaks me out. I do not feel comfortable and safe here. Let's leave. So what did Griff say? Okay. Okay, so that is marked in my thing. So I can go to see Aziz right now. Is there anything else to do? I need Bastila. I need Bastila in my party. I think I'll bring Jahani as well, because I really need to use her more, I think. So that was that. I also should probably bring the droid at some point. How do we feel about this arrangement? I mean, I'm gonna go... Never mind. I'm going back here, so I'm gonna bring Bastila and Mission, I think. Because I want to go talk to Griff again. Assuming that's all I really need to do. We gotta go there, we gotta go to Ziz, we gotta go... do that, yeah. Star map Tatooine. Sand People Chieftain claims it's in the Eastern Dune Sea. Sand People was surprised. He will reduce the frequency. Take the Gaffy to the circuit. Yep, yes. Candaris was affected. Bastila's mother agreed to consider her mother's request. Locate her father's body. Yes. Finding Dustil. Okay. Jaggy's challenge is the only other thing. I don't know why. I don't know why that's still there. It's very frustrating to me to have that just be there. Anyways, yeah, it was, I finished the story, and, it means that the, final comic, the free comics, there's no more of them, so I'd have to purchase the rest of them, which I haven't yet purchased any of the comics that I've been reading. So we'll come back to Daredevil and see if it's if there's any more, but it was really good, at least the first story. And then other than that, I read, some of, Sonic the Hedgehog. I read some Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm still not clear on... I mean, actually, no, sorry. So the Sonic the Hedgehog comic is actually not that bad. Because it does have a story, and it is going places, and there are new characters and stuff that are introduced. I feel like it's following the end of Sonic Forces, which I haven't played. I need to play a lot of the other Sonic games, because I hear it's a mixed bag. I feel like that's obvious, of like, some of them are really bad, and some of them are like pretty good. Sonic Forces was kind of like, that was kind of one of the ones that people were like, that's not very good. I don't even know if Sonic has a canon, but this seems to continue the story from Sonic Forces at the very least, so... maybe. Unless it was before. I don't actually make sure, but it just seems like they're related to that. And they've got like it's like a new storyline. So basically, they've got Eggman who, lost his memory at some point. Now he's in some other village, just like building fun stuff. And then, there's Metal Sonic kind of takes over. The big reveal is that the villain that's been sending the badniks around attacking people is actually Neo Metal Sonic, who can emulate whoever he battles, basically just gains their abilities. And then he takes control of the Master Emerald. It's a whole thing. It's pretty cool, though, I guess. I'm kind of excited to see, like, where they go with this. Because the Sonic storyline to me is like very much the same thing over and over again, which this is kind of the same thing, but they just switched the villain. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's interesting continuing forward, but it's been okay. I like a lot of the new characters that they introduced, like what the fuck, the lemur. They have like a little, like a sniper girl, and she's like really quiet. Like she doesn't. I think her name is actually Is her name Whisper? She's like really shy and she doesn't talk. But she's like a sniper. She's really cool. I like that character. And yeah, there's like a lemur, and then all the other older characters come back, like the Chaotix team, Charmy and fucking Vector, Espio, the Chaotix. You've got Tails, you got Amy, you got Knuckles, you got Shadow, you got Rogue, Rouge, the Bat. Silver's in it. I don't know. I need to play more Sonic games. Always, like, I love, some of my favorite games growing up were definitely, oh, I forgot to talk to Aziz. I want to do that. Were definitely the original Sonic games. Sonic 1 through 3. Played the shit out of those as a kid. And then I never really played Sonic. I played like Sonic Adventure 1 in high school at some point. I think it was just like cuz a lot of the weird kids were into Sonic, and I was like, well, I'm not one of them, and so I didn't. I was like specifically like, well, can't be into Sonic anymore. Can't play Sonic games. And then I had this friend down the street who like loved Sonic. You of your kind, as is about Jawa, would thank you for what was done. Might have returned because of you. It is as was agreed, as Aziz hoped it would be. I have things to give you. Take and be welcome. I'm looking for something called a star map. Can you help me? You've saved the tribe of Aziz, and we of Jawa are willing to trade. I know of this, but it's far away. In the sands of the east, the eastern dune sea, we dig for the people in the sand, find the strange things the people before. Already do you have a map for the eastern dunes. Follow it and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. Ah. Great. What kind of creature is that? The greatest in the desert. There's no larger, bigger than the big machines. Jawas don't know how to fight something so big. There's a hunter, Twilight. He's seen many things. Look in the eastern dune sea when you go, and he may help. That will be fine. Good luck. You are a good friend of the Jawas. You will remember when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. Thanks, bro. Happy to help. Look at how many quests we've completed. So many. But yeah. What was I even talking about? Yeah, there's about a bunch of kids that, I don't know. I was a bit shallow in high school. You know? So I avoided playing stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of like, I can't be into Sonic anymore. Sonic's for the weird kids. So I just didn't pay attention to it. And then I played like my friend down the street, he played Sonic Adventure 2. You know, I had some people I knew that played them, and I watched them play Sonic Adventure once, and I was like, actually, I fucking love this, and I'm gonna play it myself. And so I did, and it was really good. And I don't care what anybody says. It was good at the time, and now it's not good. I don't care if you say it was bad at the time. It's not. It's only bad now. You're only allowed to say that it's bad now. It is really. It's pretty. It's not.
Greetings
made
again from the
well.
offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this a?
They have Gaffy
I see
stick.
that.
Yes, here you go.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now.
I'm sure they
I
will.
think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Circuit Corporation thanks you.
Mm-hmm. For a bit more, I could maintain my vigilance
I think you'll find
in
that
the
the
future.
reward I've given is more than adequate for the task.
Wow. All right, then.
I'm sure. Circuit Corporation thanks you
I'm
again.
not good at persuading people of anything. What did they give me? 500 credits? Okay. And a lot of experience points. Hell yeah. Thank you. I definitely did everything you asked me to do. I deserve this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ay boy. Oy boy. Demolitions, I guess. I don't really care. What are we doing? 2-weapon fighting? You know it. Powers. We can't use force shield, so it's pointless to even try. We could get stun. Stun would be good. Stun's great. Shock. I do like shock. I might just get stun. Let's just get stun, because stun's really good. Here we go. Okay. Let's talk to Griff here.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here.
What's the job?
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taurus is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So you want to open a
I know
bar?
this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk.
Ah.
If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please,
we
you
can.
have to
We
help
can
me.
waste time
I
on this,
promised
actually.
this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
Sure. I'll get you your
Yeah,
tack glands.
I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay?
I love
This
quests.
guy from the Exchange could stop by any day.
I love having things to
I kinda
do.
told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Alright. We're gonna get him some, so finally we have an excuse to go to Kashyyyk. We've never had one before. Alright. Noted. Is there anything else really left to do here? I don't think so. I mean, in town. I don't think there's anything left to do in town. I think the next thing we're supposed to do is, we'll go to the Eastern Dune Sea and try to sort that out. The only person I really need for that is Bastila. Specifically, so we can bring anybody else we want. I'm feeling either the droid or... I'm feeling Juhani. I feel like we haven't used Juhani in a little while here. So I'm gonna bring her along. I don't really know, man. I'm trying to determine, but I don't use the droid as much as I could feasibly use the droid. So, here we go. We're using Juhani. And, yeah, I guess off we go. Maybe I could try to go back to the shop, but I don't think I have any money. I have 1,200 credits. Because I spent a lot on Mission's new gun, so I don't have any much else. Where am I? Sorry. I looked away from the screen for a second. I was like, where the hell am I? Okay. Yeah, I've been reading a little bit more of Steven Universe. It's So far, not so much to go off of.
Oh, it's you
Not really
again.
worth talking
I'll
about.
just
I
let
feel
you
like I
pass.
should bring it up if it
Good
comes,
hunting out there.
becomes like interesting in any way, but so far it's just not interesting. But I did discover, I did try to add the Adventure Time comics. There's like an Adventure Time season 11 or whatever that takes place after the show, which I am really interested in that. I was trying to find the Buffy season 8 comics, but they don't have them on Comixology for some reason, which was what I really wanted to read, because they continue the story from the show, and until like it ended and was rebooted by fucking Boom Studios. I mean, anything that's not like DC or Marvel that's like related to a cartoon or a TV show is owned by Boom Studios, probably. Or a game series. Probably Boom Studios. They're doing good stuff. They're killing it out there. I have a bunch of their comics. Like Steven Universe, I have Sonic the Hedgehog, I have Buffy. Is Dark Crystal, Power of the Dark Crystal? I'm reading that as well. Really good. I think I have like 4 more issues of that to get through. But I'm also reading the book, Shadow of the Dark Crystal, or whatever. You know, all good stuff. I like the Dark Crystal universe, but I'm sad that it probably won't be much of any. It's like kind of gonna become obscure and pointless again. Kind of sad. But it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Oh, what does stasis do? It's just stasis. Let's kill these guys. And we win these. Definitely have to remember to sell this shit before we leave. Yeah. That's all that. I was reading an article the other day that mentioned, I think it was on IO9, io9.com. Because I had a friend that recommended me this website once, and sometimes it does news that like kind of interesting. A lot of the time it reports on TV shows and movies and like entertainment stuff. Comic books sometimes. It's just all over the place of like trying to appeal to certain demographic. But they mentioned that they were trying to do a Sam Wilson Captain America movie, like a Captain America 4, I guess. And man, I wish them luck with that one. I'm worried. I don't know how interested people would be in that. Because like, I know people are already sick of superhero movies and Marvel movies and stuff already. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know if they'd be able to bring in the crowds, because it's just like, it's whatever. I mean, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how interested were people in that already, you know? And it's like, Sam Wilson Captain America doesn't even have that many stories to pull from, you know? Like, unless they just adapt a Captain America story, but like, which one would they do? I don't know. That looks like that's probably the Crate Dragon all the way out there. So, let's attack whatever these are. Hello? Dewback. Okay, they're, harmless. They're harmless. They're harmless. Did I save? I feel like I meant to. I'm gonna pretend that I did. Yeah, man, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. It's just not that popular an idea. It's just not that, like, big an idea for... that I feel like people will care that much about. But then again, I don't really know. Maybe people will make a big stink about it. Who knows? Just don't know. A lot of the... Man, they also announced the Shang-Chi movie. I saw the trailer. As somebody who regularly reads the comic books, the Marvel comic books, and has like a decent enough understanding of the larger Marvel universe, I have no fucking clue who Shang-Chi is. I could not tell you who that is. I do not know. I've never read a Shang-Chi comic book. I have no fucking clue who that character is. I watched the trailer and I was like, whatever. Kind of whatever. God damn it. Man, there was just like 5 people that walked past my freaking door outside. I don't know where they're going. I don't know who they are. But I don't have like the blinds to... Okay, they keep walking back and forth. I'm getting self-conscious. I can like barely see them out of the corner of my eye, but it's dark outside, so I don't know what it is. It's just light reflecting on them. I don't have like blinds to fully cover the window. So it's like anybody that's passing by can fully see into my living room while I'm doing this. It makes me very self-conscious about it. Okay. What actually is that supposed to be like way out there? You know? Like, what is that supposed to be? Is it like some sort of city? Like, it can't be a city. It's like a bunch of spires, but they look like there's like shit on them, you know? Like there's some technical thing to it. It reminds me a little bit of you guys ever played like Star Wars Battlefront? And you go to like Geonosis, which is where the like you know, like the weird bug guy from Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 1, is it Greedo? Something like that. The guy that like owns Anakin is like a slave, or uses him in his shop. He is like a Geonosian, right? So he's from the planet Geonosis, which is featured in Star Wars Battlefront. Pretty cool planet, actually. And those big spire things kind of remind me of it. They did go to it, and I think one of the movies, there was like the Battle of Geonosis, right? They had a battle there. I don't know which movie it was, though. One of the movies featured Geonosis, I think. I love Star Wars. Hey, guys.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Dude, literally, we can see it from here. Okay, well, sorry that happened to you. Comad Fortuna. Proud with you out here, human. We are hunters, you and I. Perhaps we should pool our skills. I have tracked a very special beast to its lair. A great dragon rests within, and tonight he is the hunted, although by unorthodox means. I thought you preferred the solo hunt. That is true, but this is a very critical fight. Bull dragons are rare to see. Rarer still is the apparent size of this one. It's larger than one my father felled a decade ago, and he is too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, human, but I must try. Why should we kill this great beast? The natural cycle on Tatooine spans hundreds of years, but there are complications that must be addressed. Complications from our presence. Great dragons feed on banthas. If the numbers of either species fall, the other grows too numerous. Now, settlers use banthas, so there are less for dragons to eat. This one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he's a threat tonight. Why do you want me and not another hunter? You are here, they are not. I also didn't know the size of my quarry until I was tracking you. Perhaps there are other reasons. Tried to get the help of one other, but you saw him die in the lair. He lacked experience and, more importantly, patience. I usually hunt for the skill of it, but must make an exception today. I want newcomers to understand the proper intent behind the hunt, no matter what the methods we use. Why would I want to do this? We each have our reasons. You might select challenge or glory as your own. Profit is also valid. When bull dragons reach the size, it is rumored that they have a number of pearls within them. You would receive a generous share. Rumored, you don't know? Nobody from our lodge successfully hunted a bull dragon in perhaps a decade. My father may have been the last. His words are what I go by. I'll help. Give me more information about how. We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There's no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I've placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out, but this is the end of his season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast this size is almost exclusively banthas and foolish hunters if we are not careful. To lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. How will we lead the banthas here? We too have their food of choice. We must find some bantha fodder to lead the banthas here. I have a few ideas about where this may be found. Sand people keep bantha herds, so some of them must have fodder on hand or in their settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also had some. He had a kiosk in the spaceport. If you find fodder and bait the banthas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but it will ensure the safety of the region. It seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There's one added threat. The sand people regard banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The sand people of this region are strong, fierce, and will think nothing of killing you. Be careful. Look, I have your fodder. Good. Now there's a herd that moves out in the desert. Lead them here, approach them with the fodder, and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the sand people. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances, but we must do what the circumstances call for. I'd hoped for a mirror of my father's expedition, but that will have to wait. Okay. So we're gonna go grab the banthas, and we might be attacked by the sand people trying to get the banthas. We got the bantha fodder from just outside the bantha territory. I remember getting it. So I don't know if this will ruin our quest to get the dragon pearl for the... Hello, bantha. 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 Do we just need one? Alright, follow me. Bantha perks up as you approach, obviously attracted to the smell of fodder you are carrying. The whole herd falls in step. Oh my gosh, that's 3 elite warriors. Oh, it's 4 elite warriors. Okay, good luck to me.
Yes? What is it? What? What? What can I do? Yeah.
You guys want to like attack him? There you go. Keep doing that. Come on. There we go. Well done, well done.